everyone, I am back, and this time for the part 2 of my mount collection video, I'm going to be softly speaking. So, let's see how I do. So, we left off right about here. Some of these I'm going to skip over just because they don't mean anything to me. For example, the armored razorback, I don't even remember. I think that dropped from one of the rares in Tanan Jungle. So the Azure Drake drops from the Eye of Eternity, and I got this one relatively fast. I believe there are, yes, the other mount is the Blue Drake, and I think I got them both relatively quickly, so there's no feelings associated with either of them because there was no grind involved. So the Black Primal Raptor cracked a primal egg. I know there was some sort of grind involved in this, but I'm having a hard time remembering. Was this from the Isle of Giants? Was it? I can't even remember. I'm ashamed. Well, on to the next. The Blood Hoof Bull. Nagrand. Oh, Nag the Thunderer. Yeah, so it's a world drop. Kind of ugly. Sorry, is that mean? So the next mount is the Blue Dragon Hog. And this one, I remember getting this one. This comes from the 100 Mount achievement. I got this in 2014. And I was very excited about it because I've been working very hard. So the Blue Drake and the Blue Crotch Battle Tank. It's a given. So the next one is the Bronze Drake, which you get from the Calling of Stratholme. This, I believe, yeah, it drops from the Infinite Corruptors. There's some sort of time race that you're up against in that one. I can't quite remember. I haven't done it in a long time. The next one is the Chauffeured Mechaniers Chopper. I believe you get this from collecting a certain number of heirlooms. And it's cool because you can mount it on characters that are lower than level 20. So if you're leveling and you just want to be a little bit faster, you can use this. It's kind of cute because you have a chauffeur. So this next mount is the Coalfist Gronling, and there's probably a bunch of these on the auction house right now. You get this from Draenor, your garrison. There's a certain mission that this drops from. Breaker 2, that's the name of it. That you get the mount from, so it was relatively easy to get. So this next one is the Drake of the East Wind, and you get this from one of the Cataclysm Raider achievements. This one was kind of tricky to get, but it's pretty. I think it is a pretty mount. It doesn't look as red as it is right here. I don't know if that's because of where I am. Maybe if I go over here it'll look more red. No. It's not as vibrant as it looks in the preview. Alright, and then there is Garn Night Owl, which I don't even remember where that drop is. I spent a lot of time in Frostfire because I was farming for the Void Talon mount. I believe I might have actually bought this off the auction house. So the next one is the Great Brewfrest Koto. And yeah, this is a Brewfest drop. I was super excited when I finally got a Brewfest mount. It's one of my favorite holidays in WoW. So here's another raptor. I honestly can't recall what these are from. They must be from the Isle of Giants or something. And then we have the Headless Horseman's mount. So basically looks like the Karazhan mount, except it can fly. Yeah, it can fly, which is really cool. I didn't get this one until a couple years ago. Probably 2018 if I had to guess. Yeah, it would have been 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. So 4 years ago. This next one is from the 25-man ICC meta achievement. I've kind of blocked out doing the actual achievement. I don't know if I was in a group. I must have been. I was in a group. Now that I think about it. I don't have the 10-man one. I'm pretty sure I don't. So, this next one is the Ironbound Prototype. And in my last video I talked about how I was in an Alduar group with like a bunch of grown men when I was probably 12, maybe. And like I said, they were all using vent. I didn't turn my voice on or anything, but I was able to listen. And we were able to almost finish the entire raid, I believe. I don't know if we did finish it, I can't remember. I do think this is a really cool mount. And when we all got the achievement, I used this as my only mount for a really long time. So, the Pandaren Kite, I'm not super interested in that. Oh no. So, this is one of the dire horns that you can get from the Zandalari rares in Pandaria. Pretty cool. The Lifebinder's Handmaiden. This is one of the mounts that drops from Dragon Soul. And, this drops from the final fight, I believe, the Deathwing. And you can either get this or the Blazing Drake. And I have been doing Dragon Soul for a very long time, trying to get all 3 mounts. B12, Blazing Drake. This I actually got from the black market auction house. I didn't organically get this from the raid, which kind of sucks. And now every time I do the raid, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna get this mount instead of the ones that I actually need. And I'm pretty sure I got it from an unclaimed black market container, which they're super fun to open. I actually don't know where the black market is now, because when you go to Legion Dalaran, they're not accessible. So I probably just need to Google that. But I do love the black market. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool concept. Anyways, so the next one is the Minion of Grumpus, which was from, I got this when the Winter Veil event and Boss were in Frostfire Ridge a couple years ago. I thought that was really fun. So here's another mount. It drops in a grand. Next we have the Onyxian Drake. which, you know, drops from Onyxia and Onyxia's lair. I really appreciated this raid because it's very easy. It's very straight to the point. I think it is a cool mount. It's pretty. It doesn't look like any of the other Drake mounts because it's got the spine. It's very cool. I don't use it very often though. So, the prestigious bronze courser. This is just from. It flies. It flies. I didn't know that it flies. Does this one fly too? Holy crap. These are suddenly so much cooler. Anyways, both of these mounts are honor achievement mounts. So the first one is when you hit honor level 15. And this one is when you hit honor level 40, as you can see. And this one I'm very excited about. I think it's really pretty. And I honestly had never tried to jump into the air while using one. So, sorry, I'm getting sleepy. Suddenly I actually really like this one. So, where was I? Oh, here we are. So, the next one is the Raven Lord, which drops from Anzu in Sethek Halls in the Avaland. And, you know, this one was pretty standard. It was a dungeon, so it wasn't like I had to wait every week to do it, which was really nice. I do think the mount is kind of, it's not super cool looking. It's just very plain. Plain to me is like there's nothing flaming and bright neon on it. So, red Primoraptor. So that must be another red Proto Drake. The Glory of the Hero. That was the Wrath of the Lich King raid meta achievement reward. Here's another Slate Direhorn, and that's the drop from the Warbringers in Pandaria. The Soaring Sky Terror, which is the Pathfinder reward in Draenor. I didn't really like how it looked. I don't use it that often. The Storm Pike Battle Ram, the Alterac Valley of Old. So I believe this was that. There was an event going on recently, and when Alterac Valley, the old version, was available as the PvP event. It was really fun. So, the Swift Breeze Strider is just a rare in Shadowmoon Valley in the Draenor version. It drops from that mount. Another Brewfrest mount. They're very plain, but you know, they symbolize a very exciting event. The Swift Lovebird, you know, loves in the air. The Spring Strider, which is from Noble Garden, which is probably my favorite WoW holiday because of the eggs. I just freaking love collecting those eggs. The Swift Zillion Panther drops in the Zul'Gurub dungeon. The mount that everyone has, which is the Thundering Onyx Cloud Serpent, drops from Hulan on the Timeless Isle. Just saying the name makes me just recall that run up the hill to get to where he spawns. Lots of memories. So I also have the Thundering Ruby Cloud Serpent, which you must gather 10 sky shards in the Valley of the Four Winds. What am I thinking of? Vale of Eternal Blossoms. I had a brain fart for a second. Yeah, so you have to do a sky shard farm in order to get that mount. Thunder Ice Hoof, not very exciting. The Twilight Drake. This one drops from the Obsidian Sanctum And it's I feel like everyone's done that. I remember when there were groups getting gathered together to go and do that raid, because I feel like the mounts were like a guaranteed drop. I can't quite remember what the deal was, but that sounds right. So, the Twilight Harbinger, however you pronounce that. Glory of the Dragon Soul Raider. I honestly don't remember getting that achievement. The Violet Prototype. So, this one was important to me, and it is important to me because it symbolizes completing each and every one of the world event achievements. You know, it's... Oh, look at the boxes. It's pretty. I think it's cool. I don't use it that often. The Vitreous Stone Drake. You know, this one drops from Slab Hide. Is that the name? Slab Hide. Yeah. In the stone core. It's pretty. And then we have the Volcanic Stone Drake, which is a reward for one of the Cataclysm dungeon, I believe, yeah, dungeon and raid achievements are included in that one. And then we have the Warsong Direfang, which, you know, those bosses that would spawn into non-jungle, like there was the tank that would sit in front of the Hellfire Citadel. That was one of them. I'm trying to remember where the other ones are, or if they all spawned right there. I can't quite remember. It was a while ago. So that is the end of the pets that are collected from drops, achievements, world events, and discovery. I kind of turned off the other ones because all the ones that took a grind kind of fell under the categories I had selected. But I hope that this was relaxing. I'm also going to do a video going over my pet collection. Probably just my favorite pets, because as you can see there are a total of 924, and we'd be here a really long time if I went over all of those. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that wherever you are, things are going okay. I know a lot of things suck most of the time, but I hope that you can just find a minute or two to